Holy smokes. Wow. Look at the $1 million limp on that guy.
I'm just feet up, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Show 7, Quebec City. All I could say was off the chain. I mean, we didn't really do a lot that day because, I mean, you know, we got into the city and we sort of just had to prep for the show. Being that we felt like we dialed a lot in, we just wanted to change a couple things so that the set goes a little bit smoother and we stop ending like a minute or two after we're supposed to. Because, you know, we're sticklers for that shit. You know, we like to end on time so that no one could say we're not being professional. So that's a thing, guys. You know, sometimes you go on these tours, whether it be a festival or you're playing support for another band, they'll have the timing shit there, especially if it's a union venue, meaning cannot fuck around, cannot be late, cannot make this set go later than it's supposed to be if you have respect for the guys behind you. So that they don't have to pay a fine for trying to play their whole set and going over the time limit. There's rules to this shit. So that was one thing, we're dialing it in so that we end on time. And, you know, backgammon games, which, you know, I had a bad day that day. Trace got me, which was very lucky. Eric Bobo got me. You know, I expected that. He's an assassin.
We've been doing this Backgammon Tournament. It hasn't been as official as the first one that had all the brackets and everything like that, but I had one thing in mind, and that was to beat Be Real. Why? Because I had heard that he was talking a lot of masa on his IG Live about my gameplay. So what did I do? We did the best out of 3, and he won. You saw that, right? 0. 2 games in a row. Now, he can say whatever, his hand wasn't hot, dice wasn't rolling for him, but that's not the purpose. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
You know, so he has his good days, he has his bad days, you know what I'm saying? So he had a good day that day. Yeah, I was just getting beaten all the games yesterday. Mike G, he hates getting beat in any game, and I was waxing him in backgammon, so he breaks out Othello. I don't know this fucking game. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm getting the hold of it, and I win one game, and then he proceeds to smash me every time we fucking play this game. Like, can't beat this guy. He's the master of fucking Othello, apparently, or whatever that shit is called. Didn't have a good time doing that.
One thing I have noticed is that Mike G, he hasn't been faring too well in the tournament, so he decided to change up a little bit and go to his game called Othello. Now, Othello is a game, I remember seeing the commercials when I was a kid. You know, you had the flip, the black, one side is white, and you have to have the majority of your color on the board. The commercial always said, easy to learn, lifetime to master.
What a great game. I learned it in a minute.
Othello takes a minute to learn, and a lifetime to master.
So, since he's been getting whooped up a bit in backgammon, he decided to bring out Othello, which he happens to be sort of a master at, because he's been whipping tail to all of us that have been playing him, you know what I mean? So, makes him feel like, you know, he's a man. I'm a man, you know.
We also jammed backstage, you know. Eric Bobo's got drums, Lord's got turntables, so they could warm up before the shows and stuff like that. And, you know, I play a little tiny bit of drums. Whole lot of percussions, because Bobo taught me way the fuck back. So I've been getting my practice on with the bros while they, you know, warm up and shit like that. It's been a real good time, man. We've been playing the songs and other shit like that. You know, just vibing before the show, because it's very important that you're loose before the show. You feel good. The vibes are there. You don't want to be in a shitty, grumpy mood, because then, you know, you're just going out there and sort of going through the motions instead of having a good time. Because this is all about a good time. You're doing what your passion is. At least I am, you know, and I want to be in a good vibe. So, you know, we try to create a good time backstage, no stress. constant smoke of top shelf weed and a vibe. You know what I mean? After, we were done with the games, we watched a little bit of, Top Gun, the original one, to like see the little shit that connects with the new one. We had to chop the movie in half because it was time to go and get it. And I got to tell you, when we first started, we always start our set with a prayer. And Sendog usually leads that prayer. When Sendog is not here for a show, which is very rare, in the 90s, yes, that well documented, he had his times going in and out. But usually he holds the team prayer. At this point, I do it, right? And we sent a special prayer for Sendog, which he's doing a whole lot better. Salute to our brother. We just put this great vibe in the air, man. And when we went on, the crowd was like vibing real cool. It didn't ramp up like Montreal. Like Montreal, song 1, these motherfuckers were like animalistic. But, you could see that the vibe was there, from song 1 into, the first quarter of the set. As we get to close to the weed part, you could see him loosening up our weed medley part, where we fucking just break out the goods and smoke like champions that we are. When we did that, you could see everybody vibing off that. They're singing the songs with us, all this shit. And then it goes into, the percussion and DJ battle between Lord and Bobo. And this night, they were fucking ice cold, rock solid, on the money, and people were eating that shit up. When we came back from that, see, the last 5 songs, or the last, I should say, 8 songs in our set are fucking ridiculous. So, throw your set, then Illusions. It warms them up. Then fucking We Ain't Going Out Like That. Boom, smacks them in the face. And from We Ain't Going Out, that crowd could not be stopped from the mosh pits and from the crowd surfing. You rarely see the crowd surfing happening, as much, because people are kind of, iffy about doing it. But shit, not in Quebec City. These motherfuckers were ramping up from that song out. It was mosh pits, people, crowd surfing. I mean, they were going for it. And each song, the energy in the crowd built up even more. It was the most ridiculous thing in a great way that I've ever seen. And so I say, salute to the folks in Quebec City for bringing that shit on, because I mean, that was just ridiculous. Mosh pits over here, mosh pits over there, then half the floor was a fucking mosh pit. I was tempted to go in it myself.
All these crowds in Canada are unbelievable, but Quebec City, I mean, from the first track I played, they were in it. Hands up, crowd response, they were on it, man. They know their hip hop, they know their rock.
But then I thought, like if I can't deliver the verse, there's nobody else up there that's gonna go. So I had to, keep my feet planted firm, man. So, man, it was a great set. I mean, fuck. We all thought Montreal was the best show so far. But I gotta say, Montreal and Quebec City, two of the top shows. And that's saying a lot, because this whole tour has been energy everywhere we went. So it's just great to see it keep getting hype. And I look forward to the next shows and seeing what's popping, man, because it's ridiculous. And I just want to say this, because, while we're on the road, we keep track of shit that's being said and stuff that's going on. And my good friend Callie Blaze co-host of the Dr. Green Thumb show, sent me a clip of Onyx on TMZ saying they smoked Cypress Hill. Y'all didn't smoke Cypress Hill. We smoked y'all. And if you want to get a run back, we can do that shit without verses, because they ain't even gonna do it right. Y'all already know that y'all know how this should go. We know how it should go. And if y'all want to get the run back to get the public opinion, because you know the public didn't even get to see it. No, the public didn't even get to see it because Versus didn't run it on their IG Live, which was stank. Thanks for nothing on that. But, you know, we can get a run back to see the real deal. I just want to say that to my brothers, and I love y'all, but y'all got smoked that night. Sorry. See you on the next one. Peace from the doctor. Make sure you check out these soldier stories via Cypress Hill right here. All right, don't miss out on them, and we're gonna bring you more shit. I gotta go change for the show. Peace.
Othello takes a minute to learn, and a lifetime to master.